Hello everyone, this is Suroj here. Welcome you all to my channel. Today we will discuss about Terraform variables and Terraform output blocks. In this video, we are going to create one EC2 instance and we'll show the public IP of the EC2 instance in the output. See here, I already have defined the Terraform block. You see, required version is greater than equals to 1.0 and required provider is AWS and the source is like hashcorp/AWS. I already have explained about this Terraform block in my last video, right? You can watch that one. And here you can see this is provider block and which provider we are using? We are using this AWS provider. So the region we are using is US East 1, that is North Virginia. And profile equals to default. That means the credentials are getting fetched from my local system. And before writing profile equals to default, I already have set up all the credentials, that is access key ID and secret key in my local system using AWS CLI. Fine. And after that you see two variable blocks are there. First one is EC2 AMI variable, second one is EC2 type variable. So what is variable? Variable is nothing but which stores something, right? So here also EC2 underscore AMI, this is one variable name. What it is actually doing? It is actually storing the AMI which will be used to create the EC2 instance. See, so the syntax is like variable space within double quotation. We need to write the name of the variable. It may be anything, right? And opening of curly bracket and this closing of curly bracket. And within this, we need to write the type. What type of variable it will be means what type of value will be stored inside this variable. So it will be string type. That is why you have written string. And you can provide some description. In description section, you can write for which purpose we are using this EC2 underscore AMI variable, right? So here you can see this variable is used to store AMI ID of the EC2 instance, right? And default means what will be the default value for this variable. So that means we will be writing the value of EC2 underscore AMI variable inside this here default equals to the value, right? And now we need to check what will be the AMI, which AMI we will be using, right? So for that, I need to go to AWS console, EC2. I will click on launch instance. Okay, it is loading. Okay, so this AMI I will be using Amazon Linux 2 free tier eligible, and this is the AMI ID, right? And this may change from time to time. So just check this one. So I'll remove this Control V, right? And this AMI I will be using Control S. Another variable is EC2 underscore type, right? So which type of EC2 instance we want to create? See, the type of the variable is string we have written here, and the description is this variable is used to store the instance type of the EC2 instance we are going to create, right? And default value we are taking t2.micro because we want to create one EC2 instance whose type will be t2.micro, right? And you see, this is one resource block. So which type of resource it is? AWS instance. To create one EC2 instance, we need to use AWS underscore instance type resource block. See, we are using the same. So what will be the value of the AMI here? See, so AMI equals to var dot EC2 underscore AMI. So when we have written var here, that means var dot something will be written here. Okay. So this will be one variable name. So which variable name should be there? See, this is our variable name EC2 underscore AMI. So whenever we are writing var dot EC2 underscore AMI, so that means this value will be replaced by the default value, this one. Okay, because this is the default value AMI hyphen 0A, this one, this value is the value of EC2 underscore AMI variable, right? And this the syntax can also be like this. You can write in this way also, only var dot EC2 underscore AMI. This will also work. So instead of line 34, you can write like AMI equals to this. This will also work. Okay. And in the same way, you need to define instance underscore type, right? So what will be the instance type. So var.ec2 underscore type. So ec2 underscore type means what it will return? It will return t2.micro, because the default value for ec2 underscore type variable is equals to t2.micro. Okay. And you see what will be the security group. So we can provide more than one security groups to this ec2 instance, right? So that is why the attribute is like, not the attribute, the argument security groups equals to a list of security groups. You see, I have written SSH. So from where this SSH has come? If I go to AWS console, see here, this is one security group named SSH, which I already have created few minutes before. If I select this, so this is the inbound rule. Port 20 will be opened from anywhere. And if I go to outbound rule, it is open from everywhere, right? Okay, so this was created manually. So I am just using this SSH, the name of the security group name. Okay, see, that is why I have provided SSH. And tags. Tags is expecting one map, right? Means more than one key value pairs, right? So that is why we have written within curly bracket. So name equals to first EC2 instance. So this will be the name of the EC2 instance we are going to create, right? And if you see here, once the EC2 instance will be created, the public IP, private IP, public DNS, everything will be generated for that EC2 instance. So those values will be fetched only when the EC2 instance will be created successfully. Before creating that EC2 instance, we will not be getting the public IP or public DNS or private IP of that EC2 instance, right? So why output block is used? So output block is nothing but the attributes we want to show, the attributes of the resource which has been created. Fine. So to show the attributes of any resource, we use output block, right? So it may be anything. The name of the output block may be anything, right? We have written ec2 underscore public underscore IP. Okay. So what will be the value for this output? So the value will be AWS underscore instance dot my underscore ec2. This is the one dot my underscore ec2 dot public IP. So from where this public IP has came, right? So for that we need to go to the browser and we'll search for AWS underscore instance Terraform. Terraform. If I click on this one, and if I go to attribute references, you see these are the attributes we can get once the EC2 instance will be created. See, if I scroll down, you see here the public IP is there, right? So public IP address assigned to the instance, if applicable, right? So we can use dot public underscore IP. If you want to see the public DNS, then in the code you can write public underscore DNS instead of public underscore IP. So that time it will show public DNS of the EC2 instance, right? If you want to see the private DNS, you need to replace this public IP with private DNS. Okay, let me save this file and I will go to terminal, new terminal, cd terraform. Okay, now cd04. Now I will run the command terraform init to initialize the directory. Terraform init command has run successfully. Now I will write terraform validate to validate the configuration whether it is right or wrong. You see, it's success and the configuration is valid. Now we will run terraform plan. Terraform plan. Okay, see here, plan 1 to add, 0 to change and 0 to destroy. So why 1? Only one resource is there which will be created if I run terraform apply, right? So let me go up. You see, plus 1 AWS instance dot my underscore ec2 will be created. So because this is the one resource, right? And the resource is ec2 instance, and plus equals to create. And if I go down, see here, changes to output ec2 underscore public underscore IP, and it will be known after apply. Okay, so this is output block. It will be the value of the output will be known once it will be applied or the resource will be created. Fine. Now I will run terraform apply. Terraform apply, I will go for auto approve. Now see, the EC2 instance has been created and the public IP of the EC2 instance is 44.192.113.107, right? Let me check the same in the AWS console. So here we are, go to instances, I will refresh this page and you see the name of the EC2 instance is fast EC2 instance, right? Let me check what will be the name. The tag will be fast and hyphen EC2 hyphen instance, right? And let me select this and public IP, you see 44.192.113.104, 44.192.113.104, right? And we'll check for the security group the EC2 instance is using. You see security group name is SSH, right? And in the code also we have provided SSH security group, right? So that means it is working fine. And in this way you can use variable and output block to provide some input to the program using variable block and to show some attributes of the created resource using output block. Fine. That's it for now today. We'll see you in the next video. If you really like this video, kindly like, share, comment and subscribe. Bye bye.